For the last recipe, we are going to be doing a baklava. Now there's so many different versions and types. A lot of people get very territorial over their baklava, but this is sort of our version. The original was taught to us by one of our lovely colleagues' mother, who's Syrian, and this was like her bread and butter baklava.
Literally, no.
And I completely screwed it up. No, so this is going to be our version, and it's super simple, very easy, and it's, again, perfect for the holidays, and you can kind of customize it to whatever you like, which is awesome. So we're going to start off with, this is one of my favorite holiday ingredients, chestnuts. And you can, this is fantastic if you have like leftover roasted chestnuts that you did on, Christmas or Christmas Eve, and the next day you want to make something like this. Or you can get the store-bought ones that come in vac pack, sealed, already cooked. Those will work as well. So we're going to heat them up just a little bit, just to bring them back to life and add some new ingredients. So about half a cup or so of chestnuts, pan over about medium heat, just to warm them up. Then to that, we're going to add a little bit of honey. Now traditionally, or the ones that I have seen, simple syrup is usually made and used, which is sugar and water. It comes out a little thinner, and I mean, it can be used, but honey works. I've even done it with maple syrup. It's a little different, but that works as well.
The honey is nice because you're getting some of the antioxidants and antibacterial properties of the honey. And also it does tend to have a lower glycemic index, especially compared to simple syrup. It's not going to raise your blood sugar as high, which is good because then your insulin levels aren't going to go as high. And that research is suggesting is a growth factor for cancer.
So a little bit of ground cinnamon, a little bit of ground star anise, you can go nutmeg, clove, take out those holiday warm spices, throw them in. And again, just until it warms up. You don't want the honey to burn. But as soon as you can start smelling the cinnamon, can you smell the cinnamon?
Yes.
So now it's good. That's a good sign. So we can actually turn it off from the heat, and I'll add my last two ingredients. So some pistachios, which are fantastic, lovely, and some dried cranberries. You can add dried apricots, dried currants, dried cherries.
This is a nice color combination, putting the red and the green together.
Absolutely. And just sort of mix them up. Make sure the honey and the cinnamon kind of coats everything. And then we'll pour it out into our bowl. So really, really good. And this would be great on top of anything.
You
Again,
name it.
you can stuff your chicken with this. Go back to...
Part of the spectrum.
Yep, part of the spectrum.
This is a nice granola yogurt
yeah,
topper
for
on
the
your morning cereal.
Absolutely. And then the last thing I'm going to add is some pear. You can use apple as well. And I'm just going to grate it. So I'm using a regular box grater. I learned the last time, step back a bit. I ended up with apple in the eye, which is nice.
Apple of your eye.
Yes.
Aw, so nice.
Not as endearing.
Yeah.
So the grated pear goes in to the mixture, and that's it. Mixture's done. So phyllo pastry now. You can buy this grocery store, freezer section. Let it defrost in the fridge for about an hour to 2 hours, just so it's workable. And then what you want to do is, this is a small one. I'm doing half size because it's a little quicker to make. But they usually come twice as big. So let's see if I can unpeel this one. So they come this big. So you can do them full like that, like a big baking sheet. Or you can fold them in half and it'll be a little quicker. And what you want to do is just brush. You can put a little bit of either melted butter if you want a little richer, or a little bit of olive oil. It comes out really, really nice. And I don't do much, just like a little bit. Kind of brush it in between. And you want to do about 6 layers, like this. Really, really fast, kind of spread it, put another sheet on top. So I have here on the bottom it's about 6 layers thick. And then
The filling.
filling on top. Now this is enough filling for like a big one. So you can either do 2 small ones or 1 big one, or save the rest, or just do less filling and sort of spread it all over. Now this isn't really traditional, but it's a nice little treasure to have all these little flavors and textures in the middle of that sort of flaky pastry. So that's gonna go in. Then do another about 6-7 layers on top. So I've already done this ahead of time. Otherwise it would have taken me like 10-15 minutes. And then right on top like that. I'm gonna keep moving it. The camera guys are gonna kill me. And then do the last brush.
So it'll get nice and golden brown in the oven.
Golden brown. And now you can bake it whole like this and kind of serve it whole and let everyone fight. If you have that sort of family, or do it ahead of time and just cut squares.
So you're just pressing down.
Yeah,
with your
just
knife.
pressing down really lightly. Like I mean, once it crisps up, you can kind of break it off. So as long as you give it a guide of where to break.
Then you're providing a serving suggestion so that your
Yes.
family just doesn't rip it apart as soon as you put it down.
That's it. So that's going to go 350 degrees for 15 minutes. And what I've done is just topped it with a little bit of pistachio. Oh, one of the tops came off.
Flakes.
A little bit of pistachio and just like a last drizzle of honey. Oh, sorry. And that's it.
And that you did that after it was cooked.
After it's cooked. So it comes out golden brown like this. And that's it. I'm out of breath.
Festive
go.
Baklava.